Good morning and welcome to the DFS Army YouTube channel. I am Razzle11 and you can find me on X at Razzle11Grinds. Going to take a look at some pitching for today, the 24th of August. It is Thursday. We do have shorter slates. Not really sure what our weather situation is like. We're waiting on our weather station to be updated this morning. DK is telling us there's going to be some rain in New York, which might explain why they have Michael King opening for Garrett Cole. I'm confused, but we'll dig in to both the early and the main. Not a lot of games to worry about, but let's take a look. This early slate is actually a three-gamer. The Dodgers and Cleveland game will not count because they are finishing the suspended game first. And I believe the projected start time for this full game is moved back an hour. So it looks like DK has disabled that one from accruing fantasy points, which is a little annoying, but we will deal with it. Just a three gamer during the day. Garrett Cole for sure. Don't really have to say a whole lot. Obviously, Washington doesn't strike out a ton, but it is still Garrett Cole. Last I looked, he was still the front runner for AL Cy Young. His K numbers have been really down. Performances overall haven't been that strong. But maybe the Yankees finally winning a game last night might trigger a little excitement out of him. I'm not sure, but he's still the best fantasy pitcher on this slate. To be honest, the slate just sucks for pitching overall, but we will get through it because there is a bunch of money to be won. JP France, I've been impressed with France pitching. I will be utilizing him. I don't necessarily love using pitching against Boston, uh, but if I do remember correctly, I thought JP France was a pretty solid reverse splits guy, which should come in handy against this Boston squad. Yeah, he has 10 of the 12 home runs he's allowed have been hit by right-handed bats. Uh, about a 200-point OPS difference between left and right. So his stuff fares better against left-handed bats, which Boston should have a decent chunk of left-handed bats in the lineup. Obviously, with Duran going on the IL, they might lose one, but uh, I'm very interested in JP France. He is a minus 125 favorite. Game total of 9. Um, Going back to the Yankee game, they are minus 178 favorite with a game total of 9 as well. Brian Bayo, I haven't been using him a lot recently. Missed out on a very solid performance here. Um, was solid against Kansas City, but just no strikeouts. I don't know that I want to use him. I think we just have to use him on this slate based on the pitching options that we do have. Uh, Erasmo Ramirez. Tampa Bay's a minus 240 favorite, so Colorado does have the lowest team total. I'm not really sure that I'm going to want to use Erasmo. Um, there's a chance that they start with an opener. I'm seeing Sean Armstrong in some places. Um, I actually would like Erasmo more if they use an opener. If they don't, I'm not sure that I want to go there just because he might be limited to 4 innings. He's not stretched out to go much more than 70, 75 pitches by the looks of it. Uh, but that's really it for this early slate. Peter Lambert had a great performance his last time out. Um, I just don't think I want to use him against Tampa Bay. Maybe we have to get a small amount of him. Patrick Corbin's been solid, um, maybe against the Yankees, but that one feels really dangerous as well to me. But we kind of have to squint and just pick a couple names on this early slate. Looking at the main slate tonight, a 5-gamer. Let's see, we get Pablo Lopez at home against a tough Texas squad. Texas definitely different on the road, so I am interested in Pablo Lopez. He's been throwing the ball exceptionally well since the All Star break. First start back after the All Star break was rough, but since then, really strong performances. He is a minus 125 home favorite against the Rangers. Uh, Overall numbers at home not as strong as on the road, but the home runs allowed rate is about half. Obviously, more innings, but um, I think Lopez is solid. I don't necessarily want to go super heavy on him. I just don't really want to pick on Texas that much, but uh, they have, I believe they have struggled a little bit recently on the road, so that plays into it as well. Justin Steele against the Pirates. I'm not seeing a Vegas line right now. Probably waiting on Pittsburgh's official pitching plans. But Justin Steele for sure. Um, One of my favorite guys in baseball. I'm just really impressed with the way that he performs. Uh, has been solid, really solid. We can probably bet on a quality start out of him. Um, excuse me. Performances have been stronger on the road as well. So I'm all about Justin Steele. Probably going to be my one on this 5-gamer. I think feel better about him than Pablo Lopez. I think Pablo Lopez, if he's on, probably a slightly greater ceiling. Merrill Kelly, minus 165, home favorite, taking it on a red squad that was decent against the Angels this week, but they do have some struggles on the road. Kelly's performances are all over the place. Um, could strike out 2, could strike out 11. Like, there's just no consistency right now. Uh, I do like him. Fantasy points wise, he's stronger when pitching at home. His K rate's better. Um, More walks. So it does look to me like he's pitching for more strikeouts when he's at home. Walks tend to happen when guys try to be too perfect. But I'm interested just because there are strikeouts to be had in the Cincinnati lineup. So I think the upside is there for Merrill Kelly. This Blue Jays Baltimore game, uh, it is a pick 'em right now with a total of 9. I like Barrios. He dominated this Baltimore squad at one point. Hasn't been quite as strong on the road, but I think he certainly has plenty of upside. Kyle Gibson, I don't think I'm going to go with Gibson. He has looked good in his 2 starts against Toronto, which is a little surprising for me, but he hasn't been very strong at home, aside from the home run rate. The last couple starts haven't been good. He did have a couple really strong starts before that. One of them was against Toronto. I think I'm just going to stick with Barrios and probably skip on Gibson. I'm obviously going with a condensed pitcher pool than normal, but uh, kind of decisions will have to be made as the day goes on. Andrew Haney, man, he's these last couple outing situations. I think we have to go with him, but man, he racked up pitch count against the Brewers. He just has a ton of upside in this matchup against Minnesota. So like I can't ignore that. I just don't love the Andrew Haney experience. Um, Brandon Williamson did shut down Arizona the first time he faced them, coming off of a rough start, but two prior to that he was really strong. Uh, I think he's certainly in play, uh, and he'll. I probably would rather use him than Gibson at this point. Um, but he's probably like a 15% play in my pool right now. Obviously, I'll know more as the day goes on and how I want to break down my exposures. Andre Jackson probably going to draw the start for Pittsburgh. May get stretched out, to 80 pitches, 85 pitches. I'm not sure, but I'm not really going to use him, not knowing what his actual role is, and I don't think his upside is strong enough. Waldichuk, a couple pretty strong starts in a row, taking on a White Sox team that does strike out, so there is upside for him. It's just, do we really want to use an Oakland pitcher in a game with a 9.5 total? I'm not sure I can get there, uh, but it will be something for me to debate as the day goes on. Schultens as a minus 155 favorite against a weak Oakland squad. Couple nice starts, and then he's followed it up with some not so great performances. But obviously, one of those performances came in Coors, uh, so can't really hold that one against him. I think he's going to carry some popularity on this slate, and I don't know. I don't know. Tough to make the decision on such a solid matchup this early in the morning, but I might go with a fade on him, and just hope that he's normal. 'Cause I do think he will get steamed up a little bit being at home against Oakland, but I'm not sure that I want to rely on Jesse Schultens for my tourney life. So, but there we have it. There's the first look at pitching throughout the day. Uh, if you enjoy what I'm bringing to you, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn the notification bell on to get the alert anytime we drop videos here at DFS Army. If you want to join us, get access to our coaches, tools, sheets, Discord. I will put links in the description below. You can use promo code RAZ, RAZ, for 10% off. And as always, best of luck, everybody.